did, on the other hand.
Well, I know you did.
I may have talked you.
Jesus.
Some pears, some pumpkin.
Alright, so we gotta go...
Cabbage.
Cabbage? Found some cabbage? Wanna make some sauerkraut? Alright, we gotta go meet Missouri. Missouri. And see what we can do. Go ahead and get rid of some of that stuff too.
Meaning that in the games, generals and dukes, we're not even pawns, just dust on the board. What happens next is out of our hands.
Holy water!
Oh.
No, he looks so comfy like that. Head resting on the pickle. Oh, there she is. She's literally standing out in the open. Wings and all.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree. And to think, the drama's just started. You see, Gortash has had Will's father relocated. I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it. Raven Guard's good as dead. And to think there's no way to save him. Or is there? My, aren't we eager? Let's meet Will in your camp. Work something out. The Duke's life depends on it.
Fancy. Let's look around.
So should we have Will in our party?
I don't know. Let's go back to camp and see what's going on. And we gotta find that freaking spy. I almost wonder if it's the kid.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
Oh god, I'm invisible to you now. No, I'm invisible! Hold on, let me see if interacting with the kid will do it.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need...
Yep, that fixed it. Alright, come talk to Will here.
Your tadpole quivers, revealing your discussion with Missouri to Will.
Shit. Father's been taken, and Missouri started to scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Missouri's always worth hearing out. That's what makes her so dangerous. We'll have answers soon enough. Let's talk to Missouri. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. Maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse.
Okay. I wonder if it has to be like a long rest kind of situation. Yeah. Oh. Well, hold on. Let's see if we can suss out who this fake is.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead three are risen. The dead, you must face them. I will help.
Whatever business.
Camp life seems to suit the young owlbear. His coat of feathers seems fuller. His eyes look bright and inquisitive.
You don't have your animal talk on.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? The girl has left to hew her own path. She left behind a letter, as thou doth know. Hast thou other business?
Mizora schemes with Will's very freedom. He deserves to know what she is up to. Given the circumstances, you're faring as well. What would you like to know? Anytime.
Doesn't acknowledge your presence.
I'm not here for chit-chat.
Mizora. I take anything she says with a grain of salt. With her claws as deep in our business as they are, I guess we can't ignore her completely. He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work. He took one look at me and said, I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something... I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish...
Let's end the day. See if this brings up Missouri. Looks like it does.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
Notum sit in beator.
Holy hells.
I come to bargain. The hells demand witness.
Your parasite links with Will's, and your memories flow into him. He sees his father's flight from Worm's Rock, and hears Missoura's words to you.
Shit. Where did Gortash send my father? How do I save him?
Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. No contract is ended without sacrifice. A cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel! I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Missoura, you asshole!
Choose.
Wow, hold on here.
I know. Oh my god.
The choice, because technically there's a choice 3, but they're not letting. So, I'm curious about 1.
Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
So basically, he stays a warlock. Okay. I don't like these choices. Okay, because they're save your father and need him to rebuild. Do the right thing, give your soul for the save, so your father can live. So the first one is, the first 2 are basically save the father, and it just depends on what you're doing it for. First one is doing it for the city. The second one, you're doing it as your son. 3 and 4 are break the pact, let your father die. Third one is selfish. Fourth one is also selfish but prideful and glorious. You know, he's the blade of the frontier. He's the next in line. Oh, God. These choices.
Oh, Lord. 1 or 4?
Oh, you're on, okay, so you're going the city way. No matter which one. Okay. Ugh. You know what? Let's go 4.
You damned wretch. Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat ita. Fiat ita. Anima ad beator. Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Loophole. Break Will's pact with Mizora.
I guess I need to put him in our...
No, it just says rest at camp.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mazora's leash. And I spent
there she is,
7
too.
years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet.
Can you get rid of those horns?
I have to believe that. I'm not the Hell's puppet in life, nor its warrior in death. The blade will be guiding his own hand. But freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something. I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. It would be easier to drink the sticks down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise.
Yeah, what's the next step then?
We obtain the final 2 nether stones and take back our minds. And the city. From the brain.
Okay.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. Well, not exactly. But it's only a matter of time. Don't be too hard on Will. I'm sure he carefully weighed the pros and cons. Pro, freedom. No more pact, no more hellbound soul. Con, killing off his own father, Baldur's Gate's most beloved duke, and forever altering the city's future. I would have done the same thing in his shoes. But what do I know about heroes? The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched.
Well.
Ugh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zara.
It is 8:30.
Those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half
You want to
feet.
take them out?
I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent
Heat finally
soul
starting to get in?
set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all.
You guys want to go outside?
Let me take a look at the weather real quick.
Yeah, go yawn, Bubba.
Yeah, you're still good.
I'm
You
good
can go outside and not have to worry about it.
Want to go outside?
Go outside!
Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power.
Come on, let's go outside.
I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what,
Come on.
when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand. The 9 hells of Beator, each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy.
Fancy.
Keeping very well, I hope?
I mourn. He when this was lucky for me. I understand. Then, next I knew, he told. I found by the time he's gone now. But I suppose the man I knew.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword?
Will gave up his father to have freedom. An understandable decision. Sacrifices must be made after all. Especially if the old Duke's fall means his rise.
Cold now?
Mm-hmm.
Because you stepped outside? Now you're warming up in here, huh?
Don't touch me.
No one stopped me yet.
Thanks there, Shred. I actually can't believe that that's actually, does it actually tell you that it is? Because when you actually signed into the chat? Twitch made you do it? Okay.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't think it works with mobile, potentially. Because I noticed when I signed on here, it wanted me to do something as well, but I was like, what? Alright, I think... Let's go to bed. See what happens. And nothing. What am I streaming Sunday? It's gonna be Rogue Trader. Things I did Satisfactory last week. Dribbles the clown. Oops, sorry.